All right, yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of La Finikera Podcast. I'm here with your special guest, somebody who's known all around the globe from Dallas to Compton. Shit. Richie Evans, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, what's up, fellas? What's going on?
You know, just hanging out here in Finikera, Phoenix.
I mean, listen, I gotta say this though. I'm fresh off the plane to come see my family. You feel me?
That's a real
you know what I'm saying? Anything for the home base. You know what I mean? And shit that we got going on. So respect to y'all. You know what I mean? For real.
Where'd you land from?
L.A.
L.A.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, what you got going on over there?
We out there working on Highly Favored 2.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Highly Favored 1 did phenomenal in 2023. You know what I'm saying? We got I think to number 25 on the charts.
Hell yeah.
The record with me and Ross got over 1 million. Like, we definitely put in a lot of work. So we definitely don't want to stop the momentum. So, we right back into the lab getting to it, man, trying to put this shit together for Highly Favored 2.
Shit. So Highly Favored 1 was actually really fucking good. It was
I appreciate
an EP, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this going to be an album this time around?
Here's the thing. I think I want to make Highly Favored like a series.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of how Fabulous did Soul Tape, or you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of want to make it a series, but at the end of this Highly Favored campaign, that's when I'm gonna deliver my victory lap, my final, you know what I'm saying, hoorah. So I definitely got some ideas and some strategic ways to go about doing some things, but you will definitely get a full-fledged album, you know what I'm saying, coming from Richie Evans soon too.
That soon. Like,
yeah.
Highly Favored was a really good album, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
You could rock that shit in the car if
Absolutely.
you at work, if you're just chilling at the crib.
Absolutely.
I mean, when you even talk about the features too, you got J-Rock on there, you got Rick Ross.
Yeah, man. Shout out my man J-Rock from TDE. Shout out my man Eastside K-Boy. Shout out Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Vito, you know what I'm saying?
Vito. Got vocals.
No, Vito was dope. So no, we definitely put some work in, man, and I think that we did put a great body of work together though. You know what I mean? We definitely wanted to lay the foundation that people knew, like, nah, Richie got that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we did that with that project.
So every project that an artist puts out, they usually have a song that they most relate to. Which one?
Yeah.
Which one from Highly Favored do you feel that way about? What like came from your soul? It's like, oh damn, this is.
Truthfully, I would have to say the intro.
The intro.
You know what I'm saying? It was, through the years, there was always some question if me and Game was still cool, if there was any type of beef or anything like that. And, I purposely chose not to speak on that just due to the fact of, I was waiting for my time to do it. You know what I mean? And like I said, Game is my big brother, man. He introduced me to the world. He showed me, you know what I mean, how to do this shit musically, you know what I mean? So there's always love and respect there, but I think it just comes a time when Little Monkey turns gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Kobe wanted his team without Shaq.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt that I just got to that point where I was ready to kind of stand on my own, you know what I mean, and grab my team and grab my people by the bootstraps, and we just get to the shit. And, I think that's what we did.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that situation. Yeah. Any more, like, little insight onto, like, what's going on?
Yeah, the Black Wall Street thing was, man, I just think it was just the timing aspect. You know what I'm saying? Game was going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the monumental beef between him and 50. People also forget that his manager, at that particular time was going through a federal indictment. You know what I'm saying? Right. And, he got life in prison type shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it was predominantly just a lot of business things going on that I think that was hindering the label. And was hindering a lot of us artists who was under that imprint, you know what I mean? But I think we all made the, necessary decisions, you know what I'm saying, that was best for us and what we had going on. And like I said, there's no love lost. Everybody from Black Wall Street still keep in contact. We still talk, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just seen Game, you know what I mean, a few weeks ago, you know what I mean? Salute, it's big bro. It's forever.
That's always good to hear people sticking together, because sometimes after just like a little tough time, you get into some problems, people just head out, head out their own way, no speaking, no nothing. It's just he gave us a platform, man. Like I said, man, he took me from Phoenix, Arizona, and put me on a global stage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was able to tour the world. I was in XXL magazine, Source. I mean, like, he really gave me the platform to catapult off of, you know what I mean? So I'll forever be humble, appreciative, you know what I'm saying, and pay homage to that,
I love how, like, you're so loving of Arizona, though. You know,
Facts.
at the end of the day, like I know you
Facts.
came from Arizona,
Facts.
from Phoenix.
Facts.
But do you do like most of your work in Arizona still?
Yeah.
Or do you still travel?
Yeah. I highly favored anything that I do. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the body of work starts at home.
Right.
And then we eventually go to LA for 2 weeks. We'll go to New York for 2 weeks, and then we'll probably slide down to Miami as well. You know what I mean? But, you know, majority of the work starts here, home. You know what I mean? My team is from here. We got that vision board, you know what I'm saying? We go into the studio, you know what I mean? Crack a couple bottles of Bel Air, you know what I mean? And some Hennessy. And we just get busy.
Is that your favorite right now? Is it Bel Air?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Are you just saying that? Or?
No. I'm definitely a Bel Air drinker. One thing that shit you can see by my pictures, I definitely got a bottle in my hand majority of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So
that's a must.
Yeah, it's a must, man. You know what I mean. I just like to spread that love. You know what I mean. So.
You
Yeah.
were born in Philly, though, right?
Yeah.
In Philly?
I was born in Philly and I was raised in Maryville. My father was in the military.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean. So I moved out
A
here.
lot of moving.
Yeah, but I moved out here at a young age, and we were stationed at Luke Air Force Base, and then we ended up moving to 87th and Thomas. And then that's where I started growing up. And
At what age did you guys move over here?
I moved here when I was 5.
Oh, 5. So
Yeah.
not much experience out in Philly then.
Well, so it's crazy because all of my family's still there. You know what I'm saying? Even now, you know what I'm saying? My dad ended up moving back, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Like, so I always went back for Christmases, holidays, you know what I mean? And I also think that was like a gift towards my music. It was kind of like the Game syndrome, I call it. Like, Game was a West Coast nigga, but you can tell he had a little bit of that East Coast attribute too.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked for him when he went. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean, he also embodies everything West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, being born in Philly and being raised in Phoenix, you know what I'm saying, definitely helped me kind of bridge some gaps and build some long relationships from east to west, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like, I listen to a lot of your music, and it's definitely not like normal Arizona type.
Yeah.
No, it's
rap,
not.
or
I
it's
agree with
not.
that.
It's very like East Coast.
Yeah.
But also you rapping for the West Coast.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But it's nice to see something different.
Appreciate
than
that, buddy.
regular Arizona, you know what I mean?
What are your favorite things from Philly, and what are your favorite things from Arizona, though? From
Man.
Phoenix?
Of course, Philly, the cheesesteaks.
Oh, you can't
You know what I'm
say
saying?
that.
I mean, you gotta, you know what I mean? Seafood is crazy. Just having a winter. You know what I'm saying? Snowing and shit like that. Home, shit, bro. Like, I'm such a West Coast nigga. It's crazy. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, I love micheladas and tacos and shit. You feel me?
Sir.
I love, you know what I'm saying, pretty Spanish women running around here and Latina ladies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just love the West. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, home is different, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that more people got to come out here and really fuck with us and really experience this, Phoenix life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ross came out here a few times and it felt good to be able to take him around a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to kind of see where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Tech N9ne, whenever he came into the city, we was able to take him out and move around too. Like, one thing that I'm definitely trying to do is any major relationship that I have in this particular industry, I make it a point, you know what I mean, for some of these people to come and blend with us and get to know our culture and know how we rocking out here too, So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shit. So, on a different note,
Yeah.
I wanted to get your opinion on this, which is did you listen to the Katt Williams interview?
I did.
And you guys listen to
I
it?
did.
Yeah.
I did.
I listened to
I
some
did.
clips. He
watched
was
the whole thing.
going
watched the
crazy.
whole
Yeah.
thing?
Oh, he was going bananas.
He was going in on everybody.
And I loved it, though.
What'd you think about it?
Again, I wasn't there, so I can't really,
Right.
But I think that he was speaking a lot of truth. I think a lot of the things that he was speaking about was definitely just sitting on his spirit for a long time. You can tell it was something that he's always wanted to speak about or kind of engage in. And I just think that, everybody else was speaking. He finally got his moment. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that all of it was true or wasn't true, but I do believe that there was a big portion of truth in that interview.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, after those few drinks, you know, he started spinning.
He
said he wasn't feeling it, but he's a tiny man.
Hey,
bro.
boy was going though. I said the same thing. I said, yeah, one more shot, he about to let the whole roof fly. I seen it coming. You know what I mean? I said, shit, one more, it's on.
I mean, he's been talking about this shit for a while though.
Yeah.
You know
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
It's
nothing new.
It's been on his spirit, and he just finally had the platform that was big enough that he was able to just get it off, and people really gravitated to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just got off on Hollywood, Illuminati, got like
Everything.
started name dropping a bunch
he
of
was
artists.
saying some stuff about Kevin Hart, right?
Kevin
He's
Hart.
an industry plant.
Yeah.
Talking about Chappelle.
All that shit.
Do you agree with that? You think he's an industry plant?
Um,
Because honestly, he's put in work. Every
Absolutely.
single special that you see, the venue's packed.
Yeah.
All the support he gets. An industry plant doesn't get that much public affection, you can say, because everybody loves him.
Facts.
You know, an industry plant like Bobby Altoff, I think her name is. The chick
Oh yeah,
that's,
the chick who's
sarcastic.
The one that
yeah,
did Drake- the Drake
yeah.
interview.
So she's kind of an industry.
You think
plant,
she's
you
a
know?
plant?
She,
Yeah.
she popped off.
I can see
pretty
that.
quick, you know. But at the same time, if you look at her and Kevin Hart, she got so much more hate and not as much love as Kevin Hart
Absolutely.
did if he was considered an industry plant. You know what
Absolutely. Nah, I mean, Kev definitely put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've met Kev a few times, you know what I'm saying? And like, you really see him putting in the work. You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't an overnight thing for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he went from, you know, 1,000-seat arenas to 2,000 to 10,000. Like, you seen the gradual growth, but you also seen him waking up, beating the pavement, you know what I'm saying? Really, you know, connecting with his people and connecting with his audience. And, you know, he was one of the first ones that was really hip on this whole social media game. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely was, like, you know, on point with that. So, I mean, again, man, you know, I think in this particular industry, man, you know, sometimes we all don't have the understanding of how certain people got to where they need to go. Like, you know, nobody really knows everybody's backstory. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I say this all the time with me, like people see the end result of what's going on right now. Like, oh shit, I see him in Ross, or he got a record with J-Rock, but you don't know them nights where we was sitting, you know, in the studio, you know, piecing up, you know, McDonald's trying to figure out a blueprint and plan when none of this shit was happening. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, again, man, I just think that whatever Katt was feeling that time, he spoke his truth or his version of what he thought was going on. I know that him and Kevin had a few problems. Him and Steve Harvey had a few problems. You know, Cedric. You know what I mean? But you know, you can't knock a man for him speaking his piece. You know, there's always his side, her side, and the truth. You know what I mean? So
I mean, you don't know the truth unless you're Nardwuar.
absolutely.
Yeah, that motherfucker knows everything.
Everything.
He'll go through your childhood real
know what I
quick.
mean?
Find something you're like, wait,
For real.
I forgot about that.
For real.
So how did you and Rick Ross link up? Or well, how was that whole situation like? 'Cause you got signed to him, correct?
You know, so me and Ross, you know, we'll speak about that. Me and Ross, we kind of knew each other in passing. You know what I mean? We was out, like I said, in LA working on Highly Favored, and one day, man, we just randomly end up staying at the same hotel at the same time, and you know, we got, you know, some mutual people who are a part of his organization. And Big Bro was like, hey, it's ironic, Ross was just talking about you. And I was like, for real? And he was like, yeah. I was like, what's up? And he was like, man, let us put our stuff up. So I think everybody knows, you know what I mean, Ross has pretty much done any and everything in this industry except one thing.
What is that?
Sign a West Coast artist. Now, his goal was to sign Nipsey.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that was his. Yeah, that was his. I mean, he tried to sign Nipsey for a while, and that's why, you know, Nip speaks about the relationship with him and Ross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he wanted to sign Nipsey, and then unfortunately, you know, some things happened. Blah blah blah, and you know, I think that I think any CEO or any executive, you know what I mean, definitely doesn't want to get into that street politic thing, you know what I mean? Like, you want to make sure that if you invest in an artist, man, you're able to invest in that person. So I think the West kind of, you know, he got to looking at the West a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't know if I want to get into that type of business.
He changed his perspective.
You know what I mean? But, you know, he kind of was just looking like, man, like, I see you moving. You know, I see you at the same cities I'm in. You got your same crew with you. I see that you got respect in these streets. You ain't out here on no weirdo shit. You know what I mean? Y'all get money. Like, you know, you kind of embody, you know what I'm saying, what MMG is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You look fly, jeweled up, team is tough, you know what I mean? And you make good music.
Yes, sir.
Everybody look like they're supposed to be there. They look like they're part of the team, you feel me? Yeah, you're moving correctly.
Right. And I think that was like an eyebrow raiser for him. And then he was just like, man, like, I want you around more. Like, yeah, like I know you like from a surface level, but you know, in order for me to really fuck with you, I gotta see how you really move. You know what I mean? So, you know, we kind of made it a point to fuck with him more. Like, you know, we flew to Miami and, you know, we would go hang out in Vegas and, you know what I'm saying? We would just blend and really build a relationship. And once we end up doing that, man, I had a record and I was like, yo, would you jump on it? He was like, absolutely. And I knew he would jump on the record, but the hardest thing was I was like, will he do this video though? You know what I'm saying? I knew he would do the record, but I was like, do the video. And he was like, man, you know, pull up on me. Let's schedule a date, blah, blah, blah. And we did it. Yes, you know what I mean? My man came through, had a great time. And, you know, I think right then and there, it kind of showed me his leadership and kind of how he moves as just an executive, a boss, an artist, you know what I'm saying, a CEO. And I think also it kind of showed him, you know, from our direction, like, you know, yo, Phoenix got some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's hidden.
Yeah,
it's
no,
hidden.
definitely a hidden gem.
But it's definitely here. Once that treasure opens,
absolutely,
everyone's gonna be flocking over here.
Absolutely. So yeah, we from that point, man, like I said, we just end up, you know, building a relationship, and then you know, of course, you know what I mean, you know, business kind of started being talked about from there. You know what I mean? One thing that I wanted to do was I was like, hey, if I do a partnership or, you know, a label deal with anybody, it definitely would be Ross and MMG. So, you know, of course, in 2023, that's what we've been kind of, you know, that's what we was, you know, discussing. So now in 2024, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you guys got to wait and see what's up the sleeve from here. You know what I mean?
Can't let everything out yet.
Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? But just know something is brewing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For sure.
Give me a second. I'm going to go get our other artists at the door.
All right,
so I'll be right back in a second. Yes, keep going.
Honestly, that chain is crazy, bro.
I appreciate you, brother.
Do you have like a special like person you go to?
Yeah. We you know what I'm saying? We deal with a certain person. We used to kind of just look for the greatest deals, but then after a while, man, you got to really start, you know, making sure the quality is what it is and making sure that you're paying for what you're necessarily paying for. You know, sometimes, man, you know, this fucking jewelry game is like shark on land. You know what I'm saying?
Bad. Bro, on TikTok, there's these two jewelers, bro.
Yeah.
I think they're from New York.
Yeah.
It's this one skinny dude, I don't know where he's from, and this other chubby dude. And they had beef, bro. They were saying, you robbed me from the gold that I bought. You didn't give me the amount that I had.
Yeah.
And it turns out there was another video. I was just scrolling, and it turns out there's another video of them throwing hands, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, the jewelry game is critical because you really don't know what you get. You know, you see, hey, you know, this shit costs 50 grand, and then you get it, and you know, we're not really versed on the jewelry game like that. And then, you know, you go and start diamond testing, and your shit don't come back correct, and you like, what? My bro just robbed me of a 50 ball?
It's crazy. That game goes deep. Like that Adam Sandler movie, what is it called?
Oh, yeah. The one with
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems with KG.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man. That movie opened my eyes low key into that game because they were going crazy.
What I don't get is like
crazy.
You know, before it was like buzz down. Everybody buzz down watches, buzz down chains.
Yeah.
Now you look at it and it's like the real expensive stuff. It's
plain
things like the Seiko looking watch.
It's kind of like cars. You know what I'm saying? Where they're like, hey, you know, don't, you know, you buy a Mercedes or buy something of that magnitude, don't do nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't want to lose the resale value. And that's definitely how, you know, the watch game and some of the jewelry game is. Now, of course, if you into, you know, rap or, you know, whatever you do for music, you know, of course you got to have a bust down. You got to have some shit to grab some attention, but you also got to have a professional timepiece too that you know, at least can hold its value if you ever wanted to resell it.
Yes, sir.
If you're a collector, you need that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You looking to grab attention, you gotta have the
absolutely. But no, I definitely appreciate you, man. It's you know, it's It's my company logo, the Evans administration. You know what I'm saying? We big on just branding and really trying to just show our growth coming from the city, man. You know,
sir.
man, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have like an artist out here that you like? That
Yeah. Nah, there's a few artists out here that I'm rocking with. Definitely a fan of this kid named Jay Waves.
Jay Waves.
Yeah, he's super dope. Daily Finesse is super dope. Shout out my man Alexis. Alexis is dope too.
Alexis is heading up there.
Who else, man?
Alexis is a cool guy too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's big chill.
He was like, just a great friend.
You know who else I rock with? I've been peeping this kid for a minute. Just, you know what I'm saying? I peep him from a distance, you know what I'm saying? I tap in with him from time to time. You guys had him on the show. I fuck with the 602 Byron kid.
Oh, every single song that I hear from him, better and better.
I fuck with Byron. I see his growth too. You know what I'm
he's
saying?
got into more melodies now, you know, like he's actually not just doing like straight like drill rap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I tap in with him from like time to time. Like I just checked on him, was like, yo, I hear you, my G. Like, you know what I mean? And I think, he's out really trying to put his blueprint and his plan in order. But if he stay on the the right path, he could be one of the ones for sure.
I think one of the most different songs I heard from him was I think his First Day Out.
First Day Out, the one when you got out.
Yeah, when he got out. No,
not when he went in.
First day in.
Yeah, man. Nah, yeah, he's dope.
That one was a lot different, bro.
Yeah,
Just the way he started it, everything else.
Nah, for sure.
I can't wait to see where he heads to.
Yeah.
He just got to keep his head straight, to be honest.
Nah, I believe that.
Try to stay out of all this other business.
Yeah.
That's what gets people into problems and hinders their growth.
Yeah. Nah, like I said, I jumped in his DM and told him that one time. I was just like, man, I see you. You know what I mean? Keep your head on the swivel. Stay 10 toes down, chest out, prayers up, and keep moving, man. Don't let none of this shit. You know what I mean? Stop your grind. Silence the noise. You know what I'm saying? My man tells me this all the time. Like, hey, let's not get caught up in nothing. Silence the noise and let's keep going. You know what I mean? So, shout out to, like I said, 602 Byron, Jay Waves, Daily Finesse, Alexis, Young Buki. Who else, man? Shout out my man Judge. Shout out Dan G. You know what I'm saying? I gotta shoot Dan. I gotta shoot Dan some love. Dan is, a person I think who's one record away from, stardom too. You know what I'm saying? He has a great fan base and a great, support system. So, a lot of things are working in the city, man. You know what I mean? So,
he has the Raffy song.
No, he definitely killing him with that, though.
Raffy.
Yeah, he definitely killing him with that, though.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. He definitely killing them niggas right now. That's what I'm saying. Listen, you let Dan catch. If Dan catch one record. Like if he can catch one right now, right after this Raffy, it's over. He out of there.
Bro, he got that.
This Raffy shit is out of here, my nigga. Like I sit back and I be sitting back like genius. Yeah. My dog, like I hear this shit a million times a day.
All over Phoenix.
You know what I mean? A million times a day. Motherfuckers talking about Raffy, and I'm like, this is Dan talking about Raffy. Salute my nigga Dan G, man. You know what I mean?
Shout out Dan.
Another one I'd like to shout out is Trap Sav.
Yeah.
I think Trap Sav is like definitely one of the few that are like coming up.
Yeah.
At the moment,
for sure.
You got a song with EBK. Is it J-Bo? I believe.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, I think it might be J-Bo. But he has a song with J-Bo. He just has a little bit of songs, but they've all been doing numbers. The kid is smart after interviewing him because we had him on before.
Good shit.
Yeah, he's a really smart kid, bro, and I fuck with his music. I gotta
shit.
Say, he just moves a little bit different.
Yeah, and that's big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? How you move is just a part of your day-to-day habit too. You know what I'm saying? They're not just signing you just off of your music. You gotta know your character, how you moving, with your intentions. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Not everyone can move the same.
Facts.
Even if everyone moves the same and they're doing the right stuff, the person that's gonna pop out is someone that's doing that little thing different.
Yeah.
That little thing that they're doing different, it makes them pop out in the crowd, man.
Absolutely.
The way they act, the way they talk,
Especially, music changes every fucking day.
Facts.
Something pops off, and now there's a new trend.
Facts.
So, and I think for us right now, it's like the Mexican scene, the corridos. I think those are really popping off, and I think it wasn't like that before. What was it before the reggaeton? I think
you can say.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
I'd say reggaeton was like probably
era.
Yeah, like Bad Bunny was on top for like a fucking minute. Yeah, Raúl Alejandro and a few other people.
Yo, have you heard of the kid named Lune?
Luné.
Nah, I
Luné.
haven't.
No.
So I don't know if he's like Colombian. I don't know, but but he's in that sound. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And he's crazy, like through the moon. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, just trying to get a figure out what is it, what type of, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if it's reggaeton, if it's something different. You know what I mean? Because I definitely keep my ear to other shit. But yeah, try if you get a minute, check the dude named Luné.
Luné?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about the current Mexican artists right now? You fucking with them? You bump the music? Peso Pluma or something?
La Raza.
So it's crazy. So no, I'll be real with you. Like I just got put up on Buddy.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Even like I told you about the Luné guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of all genres of music. You know what I'm saying? What was the buddy we did the feature with? Oh my God, what was Buddy's name? His name CeeLo?
CeeLo?
Green?
No. Hispanic cat.
Not too sure. It doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, but
CeeLo.
it was kind of in that same realm. Like definitely, trying to bridge the gap. You know what I'm saying? I come from Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is predominantly, you know what I'm saying, a Latino market. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's a
saying?
51% state.
Right.
Like, that's Mexican.
Of course, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, support and respect it and blend with it as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? So, I always say, if it makes sense and it's right musically for me, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? One, because I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? But it just has to make sense for both.
Yeah.
You might be able to collab with one of them.
Definitely.
Tiger just
Definitely.
recently did a collab. That show's fire.
Definitely. No, that's what I'm saying. Definitely, but it got to be right though. That's all.
Exactly.
It just got to be
You
right.
can't just do it with everybody.
For real. I'm like, shit, let's go to Marisco's.
Just
take
start
a
off,
couple
get the
shots.
vibe right,
Take a couple shots and let's go to the studio and go up. You know what I mean?
Speaking of shots, you got this one really funny story. I think you said it was with J-Rock and you guys were out at a club and he wanted a drink, a certain kind of drink. You went to get the bottle and it turns out like it was 15.
Oh, that was Tech N9ne.
Tech N9ne.
That was Tech N9ne. Yeah, so Tech N9ne, he had a concert out here and it was at the Marquee. And like I said, you in the city, so I feel like if you in the city, it's only I got you. Like you know what I mean. When I go to Kansas City, roll out the red carpet for me. But here, I got you. So we go to Mastro's. I'm a cognac drinker. I stick with Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So bro was like, "You drinking Hennessy? That young shit?" So I'm looking like, "What you mean, bro?"
Gave you that side.
Yeah, he gave me that look like, and I was like, "What's up, bro?" What he was like, nah. He was like, "Hey, do y'all got a Macallan 30?"
Macallan 30.
So I ain't even never knew what a Macallan was.
Especially with that 30.
right.
Again.
So mind you, I'm like, cool. So they was like, "Yeah, we got it." So I was like, "Shit, let's run it." It's nothing.
Fucker McAllen's.
So he goes, "Facts, bro." He tells me like right then and there. He was like, they come out, we order food, and he kind of gives me the, "Hey, I got this bill." And I kind of looked at him like he was trying to like stun on me, like okay, I know you super rich, yeah, like nigga, I got some bread too, you know what I mean? I got a bulge in my pocket, nigga. You know what I mean? So I was like, "Nah, I got it." And he was like, Nah. I was like, "Tech, I got it." And he kind of gave me a look like, "Okay." Like, "Okay." Man, bruh. We do these shots and shit. And I'm like, "Hey, you know what? We got shit we got to do." I was like, "Yo, can I get the tab, chief?" He brings that tab. I look at that shit like, "What is this?" I'm looking like, "Nigga, we only had 6 drinks." Bro, the shit was so big. I literally looked at this shit and was like, I was crying on it.
So you looking at a hospital bill, just
Bro, I was crying on the inside, low key, like,
do it for the city. Do it for the city.
Gotta do it for the city. That was the only thing in my mind. Gotta do it for the city. Man, I pulled that motherfucking card out. They take it, tears start coming from my eyes and shit. I said, "Listen, I fuck up some bar tabs. That's what I do. But this motherfucker was different."
How much did that tab come out to?
Bro, listen.
You don't mind me.
Bro, you took that big ass pause.
Bro, listen. I still haven't recovered fully from it. Right? Like I'm just. It was hospital bill numbers. It was hospital bill numbers.